Afenyo Markin ene ato Forson aka mo ho biom. Na afiwe die sini die ha esewani nsese yeka kire. Edi kan yebehwe nyama miensa ewo sa vetinya ekoso ewo finance minister ni dibre mu. Na Afenyo Markin adasuban bi edi. Etosu biom yebehwe eye ko insambise bi a omudi bisa ato Forson no ene ekwan a ofa so a oyi ano. Etoso miensa Afenyo Markin ede nsambisa bi ede ma eye ato Forson. Na kwan ben so ena ato Forson efa so a oyi na no. Asɛm a ato Forson o ka kire eye Afenyo Markin ne se oye ni senior enti no onhwe no na onsua no.
He's now the minority leader. Kwamina, learn from me and be good. Be good.
Me say ene enye asam ketewa ho monom. Aha eye National GATV. Medin ede Richard Arthur obetumi afrem ebike mejeso na mede amount. Quick yamwura nsam no mu na yenhwe dia ekoso ho monom. Edikan yebehwe reaction a eye Afenyo Markin na odano edi ewo ho monom. Ensamben ena omoka akwa eti say Afenyo Markin ne ho entono ewo dia omoye anase dia ekoso ewo vetin nase no. Yenko na yenkonkohwe eye ensamu a ekoso wo vetin nase a ema Afenyo Markin ne ho entono na ontumi entrance na eja egu eye ni suit mu no. Yenko na yenkonkohwe yeba yebekọ akohwe eye asamo a omobisa eye ato Forson ekwan a ofa so a oyi ano. Yenkohwe video no yamra.
Contrary to the practice and the procedure of this particular committee. Therefore, I do not expect any non-member, after exhausting that right, to be craving to ask more questions. I think we should conduct the business in a very orderly manner. So, Honorable Armah Buah, your turn.
Chairman, let me say that the only reason why I yielded to Honorable Afenyo Markin is not because he's macho than anybody here, but because I respect this parliament and I respect the chair.
Honorable.
Samo hu kwan a Afenyo Markin no ho esi kire no parliament wo mo no meye nne. Akoye te say ensamo a na chairman ne ka no ene Honorable Armah Buah na omo ka no akoye te say e favor eye ato Forson omo de ato Forson too much na entinu ama na ne ho ento no kra asam a na eda no so ende no na enye asam ketwa yenko na yenkonkohwe eye asam a Honorable Armah Buah odibisa eye ato Forson ene ekwan a ofa so a oyi na no yankomra.
Ghana's economy, Honorable, is grappling with serious challenges. I think you've talked a lot about them. There to the GDP issues, inflation, and high unemployment. And so my question is, as the Minister of Finance, what will be your top priorities to address these challenges?
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, let me also thank His Excellency the President for the honor done me, and my party, the NDC, again, for giving me such an opportunity to serve Ghana in such a high position, in a position of trust. I come to this position very well prepared. I have 16 years experience in public service after some years in the private sector. The Chairman, in politics, you are aware that I've served, one as a Deputy Minister of Finance, and on the side, when my party went to opposition, I was the minority spokesperson for 6 years. During this period, I have carefully studied the trends of Ghana's economy and monitored the behavior of how our economy behaves. I think I'm in a better place to move our country from these uncharted waters to a calm place. I'm determined. I'll do that for God and country. I do not think I have a room to misbehave. I've said so much in opposition. I'm minded by some of the things that I've said. And I cannot say one thing and go and do the other. Whatever it takes, I will be reminded and remember some of the things that I've said. And the criticisms, constructively. And I urge my colleagues also to do the same. I will do whatever it takes to move this economy from the crisis that we are in today to where we have to be. My priority as a minister will be low prices, stable city, and jobs. Low prices in the sense that today inflation is 28.3, food inflation is 27.8, and we know the inflation we see today is anchored, is largely driven with food inflation. What do we do? As minister, I will allocate resources in consultation with cabinet to government policy of agriculture for economic transformation to make food cheaper. And we'll work with the minister responsible for agric to make food cheaper. That in itself will help make food available and protect food security. From the price side, you can't talk about price without inflation. I mean, inflation needs to be tamed. It has been stubborn. I've said it earlier. It has, in the last 8 months, you can see that we are still seeing some uptick, even though not too steep. But it has been 23.8. Today, that's the inflation rate. What do we do together to reduce this inflation? Yes, I've said it here and I want to say it again. We will work with the Bank of Ghana to reduce inflation to 8% plus or minus 2 in the shortest possible time. And how do we do this? From the fiscal side, we will front-load fiscal consolidation in the shortest possible time so that we can get inflation down. And in doing so, we'll see prices stabilizing. The city needs to be anchored and has to be anchored from the Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Ghana. You can't leave the Bank of Ghana alone to anchor the city. The fiscal authorities has a role to play. I'll work with them. I will work and coordinate effectively with the central bank, the monetary authorities, so that together we can anchor the currency. Monetary financing must be eliminated, and we'll work to eliminate it. I'm on record to have spoken against monetary financing. My position has not changed. It's economist, and it still remains economist. And I will do exactly what it is to make sure we anchor the currency. On jobs, I've said it all. I've said it here that my responsibility as a minister responsible for finance is to raise the required revenue and to allocate it in consultation with cabinet to sectors that will create the jobs. And so we will do just that. And I want to repeat that. These are my priorities as a minister, and we'll work to achieve that in the shortest possible time. I want to be remembered as the one who helped to reduce prices and stabilize the currency and create jobs. That is what I ask God to help me to achieve. Thank you.
Mirasi, when we say a Jumano, so wouldn't ya, not wouldn't me. So wouldn't me Jumano ya, not wouldn't me. Shakwaya of Faswa or ye nano. Shakwaya of Faswa or did to her point by point. Now, ye share a quaya of Faso a can ye seek a sam, and send you busy at a tinya maswa. And also a idea na and who here ye pa. Intino also bet me edo comment about Ahiafor National TV. Yankwa na yankonkoshe asamwa Afenyo Markin or the bisa at Forson. Yanko na yankonkoshe video number.
Don't punch above your weight, else you get crushed. Having said this, I shall proceed with some few questions. In your earlier submission, you had said that you will not hurt the vulnerable. And if I quote you further, you also said that I am from a rural constituency. Therefore, I will champion policies that would benefit the poor. Currently, we have some social intervention programs rolling. 1, free SHS, boarding, free,
tuition, free, feeding, free. Would you sustain the free SHS program in its current form and shape, and even improve upon the quality? Thank you.
Thank you very much, nominee, your answer to the question. Whether you will sustain and improve upon the free senior high school program.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. Mr. Chairman, myself and the minority leader has a history. We plan to enter this chamber together. Unfortunately, in his first attempt, he couldn't make it, and I made it. Mr. Chairman, he lost that primaries, and I won. And today, I'm 1 term older than him. Mr. Chairman, I'm his senior. He's older than me just 4 months, same year. We are 2 constituencies apart. We used to do private sector business even before we all entered here, and we've known ourselves growing up. Everyone knows the relationship between us. But working with him, it didn't stop me from doing my work, and it didn't stop him from also doing his work. And so, to add to colleagues, we may have relationships, but it should not stop you from doing your work. You should work for God and country, and you have to do it with the best of intention to help our country grow. We did just that. We've had a moment. We fought. We united ourselves. Today, the tables have turned. He's now the minority leader. Kwamina, learn from me and be good. Be good.
That's a good one.
Be good. Be good. Mr. Chairman, I want to say this. My party's position on free senior high school has been well articulated by His Excellency the President. We do not intend to cancel the free SHS. In fact, President Mahama has said that the free SHS has come to stay. I don't think you need any further assurance. The President of the Republic of Ghana has made this statement. Who am I? As a minister that he has appointed. So you have the assurance from the highest level of government to preserve the policy. I don't think I have what it takes to give you additional assurance. It's done. And he will be coming to this house as part of his State of the Nation address. I'm sure he will re-echo that position. I'm only a servant. My responsibility, if approved, will be to allocate resources to his priorities, or to the priorities of the government. And I'll do that. So, my brother and my friend, be assured that free SHS has come to stay. And if there's anything, we'll come to this house for us to work together. But the President has said it. The budget will be presented to this house for us to peruse, consider it, and approve it. So let's not jump the gun, but I'm sure you are very sure, you are very much aware of what His Excellency, his pronouncement in the last few years.
Afenyo Markin, odi bisa ato Forson. Utumu se adio question obisa no enheda nya question bia. O se penny edi penny. Eno na ato Forson baka kire ne se den minuane wo me no na eba parliament but me di kan jaw intina ya ahwe me na sua me wow o se hwe me na sua me ekwakoye me se ensam a wo bisa no wodi abufuo na ebisa ensam a wo bisa no because so wo hwe question ya wo bisa ye na trap bi na o set ediama ato Forson. Na isan say oye smart ene no dwumedi a obedi no owo nimdie wo dwumedi a obebedi no mu ntino oyi na no ema ne ko ne yie pa mienu na ekokohwe video yi adofo also obetumi ede comment aba na yɛn nyinaa yɛnkyerɛ yɛ adwen ɛwɔ comment section hɔ mo no. So ato Forson ɔsɛ fata sɛ yɛde dwumadie no ɛhyɛ ne nsa anaasɛ onduru hɔ sɛ yɛde dwumadie kɛseɛ te sɛ ɛde ɛbɛhyɛ ne nsa. Nso kyerɛ w'adwen ɛwɔ comment section hɔ mo no. Makramo.